Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today, we'll look into some of the latest appointments, new appointments, and these are the appointments at the highest level. So, one is the Army Chief, second one is IB Chief, third one is the RA Chief, that is Research and Analysis Wing, and of course, it is Chief Justice of India, and the 44th CJI is going to be take over from January 1st week onwards, that is 2017. And these are all the new appointments. And with respect to all these appointments, there was no controversy except the appointment of the Army Chief. So it seems that generally, even in the Army also, or any higher positions, seniority will be taken into consideration. Rather than the merit, it is a seniority. That's in fact the traditional thing what we are following. But unfortunately, this time the government took a decision where, with respect to Army Chief, two senior most people have been surpassed, and the appointment has been taken place. So, of course, there was a criticism against the government, but the government, supported its own decision, saying that Congress party also did the same thing during the 1980s. Right, so this is what the Tesla is going on. But anyway, the new person is going to come up and take the charge. So I would like to show you the name of that particular person. He will be the new Army Chief of India. Look at this. Lieutenant General Bipin Rawat is the new Army Chief. Kindly remember the name. Very frequently asked question, especially when a new person is appointed, and it seems that he will be going to be there till the end of 2019. Generally, what happens? The general rule is that the Army Chief will be there for a period of 3 years, or till he attains the age of 62 years, whichever is earlier. The appointment became controversial as he is not the senior most and surpassed two seniors. But the BJP countered, saying that in the year 1983, the Congress government has appointed General A.S. Vaidya as the Army Chief over General S.K. Sinha. So this is how exactly, this arguments and counter arguments, criticisms and counter criticisms will take place. So everything can be politicized, and that's what our political parties are doing this. But next one. So next one, with respect to our intelligence agencies. And if you look at India, or rather any country, every country has got its own intelligence agencies. If you look at India, we have two intelligence agencies. One is called IB, Intelligence Bureau, and the second one is the Research and Analysis Wing. So what is the difference between these two? IB, that is Intelligence Bureau, is the internal intelligence agency. Intelligence means information. So this is an agency that collate the information from inside the country. If there is any threat anywhere, or any violence is going to happen, or blast is going to happen, they will try to collect the information, and that information will be handed over to the government of the day. So that what will happen, the central government will alert the respective states where exactly the violence is going to take place. So that what happens, the state government will make the necessary arrangements and in their cities, in their states, and accordingly they can protect the lives of the people. Clear? So all this will happen, on day-to-day basis it will happen, and that is the reason why the government is alert. So the people in the country today, so we are peaceful and we are moving nicely. Right, so we have lots of confidence in our government and our intelligence agencies, and that intelligence agency is the Intelligence Bureau, right? And that IB has got a new chief, and I'll show you the name of the person now. But otherwise, we have another intelligence agency, that is National Intelligence Agency, that is RA, Research and Analysis Wing. So this RA, it will collate the information from outside the nation, and it will again give the information to the government of India. If there is any threat to India from external forces, that will be intimated to the government, and accordingly the government will be taking the necessary measures. Generally what happens, with respect to IB and RA, the senior IPS officers to these positions. And today, so we got new chief for this IB and also for research and analysis wing. So for intelligence bureau, it is Raj, and he belongs to 1980 batch, IPS batch, and he's the new chief of intelligence bureau. Please remember this, and he is going to take on from January 1st, 2017. So with respect to Rajiv Jain, this seniority has been taken into consideration, and he has been placed over there. Next, with respect to research and analysis wing, it is Anil Dashmana is the new chief, and this person belongs to 1981 batch IPS, right? And the biggest advantage with this person is he's an expert in the Baluch issue, that is the Baluchistan issues. Please remember the names of these two people, including the name of Army Chief. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Army Chief, IB Chief, and Ra Chief. Please remember the names. Next. So next concept is the green tax. Is this a green tax? And of course, I have some information with respect to this the 44th CJI who is going to take over. I'll come to this after some time. So when it comes to green tax, so this is a tax that is going to be imposed from January 1st onwards in Kerala state. Decision has been taken, and it seems that the government is very serious with respect to this environmental protection. That's the reason why all the vehicles, all the four-wheeler vehicles which are above 10 years, they will be coming under the purview. Of course, the vehicles are categorized into two types. One is the transport vehicle, and second one is the non-transport. So transport vehicles are those vehicles who will carry, the passengers, goods, and all these things. Non-transport vehicles are those vehicles which are used for the personal purposes, right? And all the transport vehicles about 10 years plus non-transport vehicles above 15 years, they will be coming under the purview of the green tax, right? So the advantage with this is that, number one, government is serious with respect to protecting the environment. Number one, right? So that it will be reducing the the pollution levels. Number two is that it will also, of course, additionally generate some revenue to the government. And the question is that which is the state? Answer is Kerala, right? Look at this. Sorry. Green tax. Kerala to impose green tax from January 1st, 2017. This is applicable to all the transport vehicles about 10 years. This is important one. Other state vehicles are, and they will also be covered under this. Clear? So next one is the Chief Justice of India. And of course, regarding this new CJI, regarding the new CJI, we already discussed regarding this justice, this last week. But otherwise, the point is that yesterday only the notification has been issued, meaning the president has given the assent. But otherwise, on December 6th itself, the present CJI has forwarded the new name to the government. And of course, there is a little bit delay, but finally the notification has been released after the signature has been taken by the President of India, and the new CJI is going to take over very, very soon. So with respect to this person, we have some information, and in the recently, you have come across with this scrapping the National Judicial Appointments Commission, or this declaring the imposition of the president's rule in Arunachal Pradesh, right? So all these were done by the benches, and where those benches were led by this this Kehar, and he is going to be the new CJI now. Meaning is simple, though he did certain actions against the interest of the government, yet the name has been forwarded by the CJI and accepted by the government, and there is no controversy at all, right? And of course, he's going to be there as a CJI for a very, very short period of time. He's going to step down in the month of August 2017. So little over 7 months he's going to be there. But otherwise, you already know one point, like any term for the Supreme Court judge or the CJI, right? The Supreme Court judges, including CJI, they retire once they attain the age of 65 years. And this gentleman, he is going to attain 65 in August 2017, and then he will demit the office, right? And by the time, so again, we are going to have new CJI, and that person will be the 45th CJI, but this gentleman is the 44th one, right? Now, please have a look at this. Look at this. The president appointed Justice Jagdish Singh Kehar as the CJI, JS Kehar, and he is the 44th CJI, and he will take over from January 4th, 2017. And he is going to retire on August 28th, 2017. And with respect to the CJI, appointment of the CJI, kindly see here, when it comes to the, this appointment of the judges, the qualification of the judges is very clearly prescribed in the Constitution, right? And as of now, you have 31 judges in the Supreme Court, including CJI. But what happens now, whenever the CJI retires, who should be appointed as a CJI? And with respect to, specifically with respect to CJI, nothing is mentioned in the Constitution. And in general, since beginning, we are following a tradition where the senior most judge of the Supreme Court is being appointed as the, the CJI. Since beginning, we are following the same tradition, and even today also, the same tradition has been followed. And Justice J.S. Kehar is going to be the new CJI. But of course, two times, this principle of seniority has been violated when Srimati Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India. Okay, and that controversy led to the creation of a new body called Collegium. Right now, and regarding Collegium, I discussed with you many number of times, and as and when it comes to the news, we again have a discussion on that. Look at this. So the tradition of the seniority has been complied with, and this gentleman, he led the Constitution bench that scrapped NJAC, National Judicial Appointments Commission, and he was also the head of the bench that set aside the imposition of the president's rule in Arunachal Pradesh. Imposition of the president's rule in Arunachal Pradesh in January 2016, and we had a very extensive discussion on this particular topic at that time, right? And he was also part of the bench that sent Subrata Rai to jail. Who is the Subrata Rai? Sahara chief, right? Sahara chief. He was sent to jail, and more than a year he was there in the jail, right? Now, and next, look at this. He also led the bench that gave a verdict holding that the principle for equal pay for equal work. Just a moment. The principle for equal pay for equal work has to be made applicable to the daily wages, casual and contractual staff. Very, very important one. And he gave this verdict so that what will happen only in the organized sectors. And we have discussed previously also in the organized sectors only. So there is a concept called equal pay for equal work. But unfortunately, it is not present in the unorganized sector. And the latest verdict given by a bench that is headed by Justice J.S. Kekar, and they gave the verdict that even the equal pay for equal work for both men and women should be adopted even for the daily wages, contractual staff, right? So that is the reason why. So this particular person is considered to be one of the very, very important person in the Indian judicial system, and he gave certain landmark judgments, and this person is going to be the Chief Justice of India. Of course, though it is for a short period of time, India will expect certain wonderful judgments, right, and wonderful role by this person as the Chief Justice of India, right? And we wish all the very, very best, sir, and happy journey with respect to the new position of Chief Justice of India. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow with some more current affairs, and um, the notes whatever I have uploaded, this in our site. So please keep on going through that one, so that these points will be repeated, and most of the questions in the examination will be coming from there itself. Okay, so thank you so much, and have very delicious dinner. See you tomorrow. Take very good care of yourself.